Hey guys, what's up? So today I wanted to keep going on the high backhand train, and I read in the comments that I should upload some film of me hitting the high backhand so we can talk about the pointers I put in my last video. You guys should definitely check that high backhand video out because it's a shot that a lot of people need help with, right? So I've got the video, I've got some slow-mo, and I'm just gonna walk through the video and point out the things that I was talking about in the last video, but also just go through some thoughts and some scenarios that might be a little bit more advanced, or a couple of variations of what might happen when you're going into this like high backhand or even normal backhand. So yeah, let's get to it. So I'm just hitting backhands here, and I'll just stop and talk when I need to. Alright, so here's some normal backhands mixed with some high backhands. You guys will notice that my rhythm and being able to transfer my weight through is pretty much the same. Like even on that inside out, I moved back around it, but still got my weight through it. It's all about step size and adjusting. Okay, so let's talk about the high backhand. The first thing that I was talking about in my last video was loading on your left leg, and this is important on all backhands because you don't want to be rushed, and this lets you transfer your weight. Like basically without this step, nothing else is going to happen correctly. But here's a high backhand where I really step in, and look, my body is getting ready to coil already, and my left foot is coming out. So I step, and by the time I step with my right leg, I'm ready to hit. And look how much momentum I get to transfer into the ball. This is especially important when it's high because it's hard to get power up here just with your arms. So you really have to get your whole body into it, or else this shot's really hard to hit through the court. Let's watch it again. You'll notice also my my hands on my backswing relative to the ball, you know, not as high as the ball because that'd be uncomfortably high, and I'd probably never hit a ball up there anyway. But yeah, it's all relative to how high the ball is going to be. It's not going to be like a huge monumental adjustment. Like your hands will just be a little bit higher or lower depending on the ball. And here, watch the left hand go through. I know it's really hard to see, but look how much the racket ends up going through as I hit that ball, because I'm able to transfer so much weight, but my left hand is going to control, it's going to take over and control how much spin, how much depth, yeah, everything about the shot. So here's a side view and a slow motion. So again, this is a different shot, but same mechanics all around. See, left foot. This ball is coming down the middle, right? So I'm not running, so there's no like steps before I step with my left foot, but I have to create that load. So all I have to do there is pivot my left foot, and I'm in this loaded position where I'm ready to hit once I step. Because see, the ball's already bouncing. So from here, it's a lot easier to see how far extended my left hand goes. As I was talking about before, let's watch that again. As I was talking about before, a lot of the times when people hit this backhand, their right hand goes so fast that their left hand never catches up. Okay, so I put this one in slow-mo even though it wasn't a high backhand because it's a running awkward backhand where the ball is bouncing forward and I need to kind of cut off a diagonal and go forward. But look, watch my foot. See, I'm crossing in front because my left leg is for loading, right? So I'm gonna load off that leg, but if my left leg were to be back here, I wouldn't be able to reach the ball. So your loading leg is really important for spacing where you're gonna step in your if you're stepping into the ball, if you're not just hitting open stance. But either way, spacing how you're gonna, or just spacing the ball in general. So loading there allows me to step, hit, and go all the way through the ball. So you notice that my shoulders are always able to get through my backhand. Very rarely am I not able to shift my weight even if I'm running, but there are some instances where the ball is just so hard, so fast, and so wide that I'm stuck hitting open stance and I have to just get it over with my arms. To the back view. Okay, so this is one of the other variations. Okay, I'm out wide here, right? And again, left leg loading, but I don't have time to step in because I'm being pushed back by this ball. But because I've loaded on my left leg, I can still transfer and see how far I'm able to rotate and still be into the ball. Even though initially my move was backwards to space myself correctly, I'm able to still generate a lot of pace and really hit through the court. So yeah, like even this shot, super casual, right? Really casual. But the left foot loading allows me to get a lot of pace through the ball still, and it's pretty effortless. See, there's so much penetration on this ball. Okay, here's a really good example of the ball is coming down the middle, and I'm not able to take any steps because if I take a step forward with my left foot, I won't be spaced correctly anymore. So I just pivot my left foot in order to get into my loading position to hit the shot. And I'm able to rotate a lot even on a ball down the middle. There's another one. And there's another one. See, I'm not bending my knees a ton. In a match, I probably would. But I'm able to transfer my weight through on a lot of these. See, left, step in, and left hand takes over. High swing, left shoulder, left hand takes over. So yeah, I don't know if you guys have noticed that my backhand's slightly different than a couple videos ago, and I think I'm happier with my backhand now actually. Even though I haven't been playing as much, my backhand has just been feeling better because I've just been letting my left hand take over even more on the drop and really feeling this through part. Of course, it was like a really drastic improvement for me on the consistency and the control of my backhand because I already did everything else right. It was just that part I needed my racket to catch up to my swing a little bit more on my left side. But like literally once I did that, it felt so good. Now I feel like my backhand is more solid than my forehand. Not to say that my forehand doesn't feel good right now. It feels okay, but my backhand I feel like improved, like twofold. And that's crazy because look where I am in my tennis career. I'm not even training anymore. I've already, I've done a lot in terms of competition, and got decent UTR, and I'm still able to figure out something to improve my stroke in some way. So for all of the people out there that feel like they're kind of stuck, there's still hope. Like, just you can slowly figure things out, try things out. Be careful of all of the things that are out there. You don't want to overload yourself with too much information, but in the very end, tennis is physics. If you can get your racket in the right place to hit the ball, if the racket face is correct and your weight is going into the ball will go in. Like, that's one way to look at it. Okay, so anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that backhand analysis video, because I actually am really happy about the progress of my backhand, and I didn't like how it looked a couple months ago, actually, and I changed like this one thing, which was just using my left hand more. But the 3 things I mentioned in my backhand video before are all very, very important. Those 3 things are really what makes up a high backhand really well. But loading on the left side is like the most important part, because without doing that, it's really hard to transfer your weight into the ball, if it's even possible. Like, if you look at every pro with a good two-handed backhand, when they step in or hit closed or a neutral stance, they always load even on the left foot, and then that also allows them to go just straight into an open stance backhand or semi-open stance backhand when if they decide that they're late and they can't make that step. So yeah, that's just one of the biggest things that I can give you guys in terms of this stroke, and I hope you guys have been doing well. I'm doing a little bit better, just crazy freaking family issues sometimes, and head's not always there, but still trying to think about things to put on YouTube to teach, and still enjoying my job. So I hope all of you are having a good year. Yeah, keep commenting. I do read the comments. I try to reply to all of them, and when I can, I will, I'd love to interact with the community. Anyway, as always, have a good one. Peace out, guys.